wabarakatuh. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Anas Maulana with student number A1M22403. Today I'm going to talk about assimilation. In phonology and phonetics, assimilation is a process of sound change that occurs when people speak naturally and quickly. This process causes one sound to become more similar to a neighboring sound. The main purpose is to make pronunciation easier and to create a smoother flow of speech. In real life, people don't speak by clearly separating every word. For example, when you are saying 10 boys, you don't pronounce it carefully as 10 boys. Instead, it usually sounds like 10 boys. This happens because the sound N changes to M before B, since it's easier to move the lips together when producing B. This change is called assimilation. Linguistically, assimilation can be defined as the process in which a sound adjusts to a neighboring sound. Either the sound that comes before or after it. This adjustment may involve a change in the place of articulation, manner of articulation, or voicing. 2. Why assimilation happens? Assimilation occurs due to natural tendency of the human speech organs. When speaking quickly, the tongue, lips, and jaw don't have enough time to perform every articulatory movement perfectly for each sound. As a result, some sounds change to make the transition between them smoother. In other words, assimilation is the body's natural way of saving energy while speaking. For example, in the word handbag, there is an N sound before B. However, when spoken quickly, sound N often changes to M because both sounds are produced with the lips, bilabial sounds. Therefore, handbag is commonly pronounced as hambag instead of handbag. This makes pronunciation easier and more naturally.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Andi Muhammad Syafiq dengan with number student A1M22440. Here I will explain about types of assimilation. In general, there are three main types of assimilation. In English, distinguished by the direction of sound influence and the result of the change. 1. Progressive assimilation. Progressive assimilation occurs when the first sound influence the second one. In other words, the preceding sound transfer its feature to the following sound. This type is called progressive because the influence moves forward. Common example can be found in the plural s or es and possessive s. From English, for instance, the word cats is pronounced cats, not cats, because the preceding sound t is voiceless. Meanwhile, dogs is pronounced dogs. Thus, the S ending adapts to the final sound of the preceding word. 2. Regressive assimilation. Regressive assimilation is the opposite. It occurs when the following sound influence the one before it. The direction of influence move backward because the preceding sound changes to match the one that follows. For example, in the word input, which should be pronounced input, native speakers often say input. The sound N change to M because the following sound P is produced at the same place of articulation, the lips. This change allows for faster and smoother pronunciation. 3. Coalescence assimilation. The third type is coalescence assimilation, which occurs when two adjacent sounds merge to form a new sound. Different from both, this happens because the neighboring sounds blend and produce a third sound. It usually happens when G or D is followed by G, as in the Y sound in yes. For instance, in the phrase "did you?" the sound D and G combine into the producing "did you." Likewise, don't you become don't you because T and G merge into T. This process makes everyday speech sound smoother and more natural. In casual conversation, native speakers rarely pronounce "did you" fully, but instead say "did ya?" A clear example, a Collins assimilation. The point 4, based on the aspect sound.
Yeah.
Point 4, based on the aspect of sound change. Aside from the direction of influence, assimilation can also be classified according to the phonetic aspect that change. The first is place assimilation, which occurs when the place of articulation changes to many nervy sounds. For example, in handbag, the N sound normally produced at the alveolar ridge becomes N produced at the lips because the following B is also bilabial. The second is manner assimilation, which occurs when the manner of articulation change that can be observed in the phrase "could you?" Often pronunciation "could you?" Here, D change into D3, shifting from a plosive to an affricate. The third is voicing assimilation, involving change in whether a sound is voiced or voiceless. For example, in cat, cats, and dogs. The final S and Z sound adjust their voicing according to the preceding sound. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Dissimilation. In phonology, dissimilation is sound change process in which two similar sounds become less alike to make pronunciation easier. It is the opposite of assimilation. While assimilation makes sounds more similar to create smoother speech, dissimilation makes sound different to avoid repetition and simplify articulation. Dissimilation happens because when people speak quickly, the tongue, lips, and other speech organs tend to avoid repeating the same movement close together. As a result, one of the similar sounds is often changed or dropped. Here are two common examples. First, fifths. To fifths. The careful pronunciation is fifths, but most speakers say fifths. The sound theta is dropped because it is difficult to pronounce two fricative sounds, F and theta, next to each other. This change makes the word easier and faster to pronounce. 2. Surprise to surprise. The careful pronunciation is surprise, but in natural speech the first R is often omitted. The deletion of the first R happens because two R sounds are too close together, and removing one makes pronunciation smoother. In short, dissimilation is phonological process where a sound becomes less similar to a neighboring sound. Its main goal is to make speech easier and more natural, not by making sounds alike, but by making them different to reduce articulatory effort. That's all I can tell about assimilation and dissimilation. I close by saying wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.